Welcome back to It's All Fun and Games. The dust has settled on E3 2017 and there was a lot to be excited about for Xbox One owners, PlayStation 4, Switch, and even for the 3DS. But with every E3 there are a few disappointments that come along with it. I know that I'm still waiting for that Contra game they announced back in 2011, and I'm starting to think it's not coming out. But for me this year the biggest disappointment was the lack of information on Final Fantasy VII. Back in 2015, Square Enix finally announced that they were going to be remaking Final Fantasy VII, and they showed us this really awesome trailer, and it got everyone so hyped up and waiting. But we really haven't heard any information about the game since then. I thought that we'd at least get a little something this year, maybe some gameplay footage or a release date of some kind, but we've heard nothing. They've been silent. And I'm really hoping that they release some information later this year at least, but I'm gonna really be worried if they don't. Now, just because I had a few disappointments doesn't mean that there wasn't some awesome surprises this year. And the biggest one that a lot of people would point to would be the announcement of Metroid Prime 4. Now, I've never actually played any of the Metroid Prime games, maybe one day for a nostalgia or not, so just an image of the title screen really doesn't do too much to excite me. But the biggest surprise for me this year was the announcement of Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS. And the reason that surprised me most is because we thought the Metroid franchise was dead in the water. And not only did we get one announcement, but we got two. And Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS is going to be released in September of this year. So that's super exciting because you can actually get your hands on it really soon. A lot of those big name games like God of War or Assassin's Creed take up a lot of the spotlight at E3, and I think some of those other games kind of get lost in the shuffle, and one that I think a lot of people are going to overlook is Super Lucky's Tale for the Xbox One. It's a 2D, 3D platforming game, and the graphics are really cute, and I hope that a lot of Xbox One owners don't write it off as a kiddie game. It's one that I'm really looking forward to playing, but it's one that could get overlooked, so make sure you don't sleep on that one, give it a shot. I actually have two games that I'm looking forward to the most in 2018, and the first one is the new Dragon Ball Z fighting game. This didn't exactly catch me by surprise because Dragon Ball Z games come out every so often, and there's not really a shortage of them. This one kind of goes back to the Budokai style of 2D fighting. The graphics look insane, they look better than the show ever did. I wasn't too thrilled with the Dragon Ball Xenoverse games, but this looks like it's really focused in what it wants to deliver. And I think that the lack of characters kind of reflects that. We only saw 6. We saw Cell, Frieza, Boo, Vegeta, Gohan, and of course Goku. Hopefully we see a few more, but I don't want one of those overloaded rosters with over 150 characters that no one really wants to play. Of course, I'm always hoping for Master Roshi to be on the roster, but that's just a personal preference. The other game that I'm looking forward to the most is the SpiderMan game for the PlayStation 4. It looks fantastic. To me, it looks like a blend of the Spider-Man 2 movie game for PlayStation 2 with the Batman Arkham games. They showed a lot of gameplay, and there are parts where Spider-Man's kind of sneaky and stalking his enemies and using some really cool web gadgets, and the web slinging looks really fluid. There looked like there were some QuickTime events, which I'm not usually a fan of, but hopefully they're not overloaded in the game. Spider-Man's costume looks really cool, the voice acting sounds pretty good too, and even the story kind of had me intrigued. There were a lot of awesome looking games announced at E3 this year. You had the Shadow of the Colossus remake, the Ori and the Blind Forest sequel, but the game that stole the show to me was Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. Before we even knew too much about this game, I knew I wanted to play it. But once they showed off the mechanic of Mario throwing his hat and then possessing whatever he throws it at, that really sold me on the game. For me, this is a day one buy, no questions asked. It looks incredible. I don't even own a Switch, and I'm going to make sure on October 27th that I am playing this game because it looks amazing. And I think we can all agree that the theme song for the game was catchy as hell. I cannot wait to play Mario Odyssey. It looks like something really special. There were even more awesome games shown off this year, and I think we'd all be happy with how the show turned out. What were some of your favorite games that were shown this year? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time, and remember, it's all fun and games. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to see some more countdown videos, click on the playlist down below. And if you like It's All Fun and Games, then don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again.